Some people just don't get along with their neighbors, but the feud taking place in one local neighborhood takes this to a whole other level, and it's caught on camera. 10 on your side's Chris Horne just back from Newport News. And Chris, these aren't your typical little disagreements here. The police are involved in this.
Yeah, generally speaking, we all know, Stephanie, the more evidence you have, the easier it is to get police to make an arrest. In this case, it appears that he said, she said gets trumped by she has video. Charlotte Barnes says she's had problems with next-door neighbor Willie Nichols for years. Now she has the video to prove it. This clip from May 27th shows Nichols entering her property, pulling up the perennials Barnes recently planted, and then hounding her as she mowed her lawn. Barnes says her trouble with Nichols has escalated from trespassing to vandalism to terrorizing threats.
He started throwing the boards out like this in the same way they are right now. I never touched them. And throwing it, he told me if I put them back, he was going to knock the hell out of me.
Barnes says this video from a week earlier shows Nichols' wife and a third person spraying her perennials with weed killer. Nichols confirmed it and says he's just taking care of the base of his property. We have videos of you walking back there with, what was that, weed killer?
Yeah.
Why?
I was spraying outside my house.
That's her flowers. That's her property.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that, but Judge Masters told me that I can remove that stuff.
So Barnes claims she planted perennials. Nichols says they're weeds. Apparently police don't believe your story because you're charged with perjury and making false statements, correct?
Yeah, they are. That's what they say. Okay.
Nichols is also charged with assault and battery based on this confrontation from Tuesday.
He got all up in my face with his finger, and he told me that I was going to die soon. I was going to die. Just kept saying I was going to die.
Nichols is free tonight. Barnes has a restraining order and a trespass warrant against him and hopes that he doesn't show up again anytime soon on her side of the fence. How safe do you feel?
Not really. Anybody like that, I never would have been around anybody like that.
And it looks like Nichols will be right next door to Barnes at least until June 13th. That's when he's scheduled for court. Barnes says these two people have been neighbors now for 15 years. Chris Horne, 10 on your side.